Waking up exhausted after what should have been a full night of rest is one of the most confusing and frustrating experiences. You look at the clock and realize you slept 7, 8, maybe even 9 hours, and yet your body feels heavy, your mind feels foggy, and motivation seems completely absent. At some point, you stop blaming sleep itself and start blaming yourself. You assume something is wrong with your discipline, your routine, or your willpower. But what if the problem isn't how long you sleep, and not even how well you sleep? What if the real issue is something deeper, something most people never learn to pay attention to? Energy, or not the kind measured by caffeine, calories, or sleep trackers, but the internal energy that fuels how alive you actually feel when you wake up. Because rest and restoration are not the same thing. Sleep can shut the body down, but only energy alignment restores it. There are people who sleep 5 or 6 hours and wake up clear, focused, and emotionally stable. And there are others who sleep 8 hours and wake up feeling like they already ran a marathon. The difference isn't discipline. It's not genetics. And in many cases, it's not even physical health. It's energetic depletion. Think about how your mornings really feel. Not just physically, but emotionally. Do you wake up already tense? Already worried? Already mentally replaying conversations, responsibilities, problems you didn't solve yesterday? If so, your body may have slept, but your nervous system never rested. Energy gets drained long before sleep even begins. Imagine someone who goes to bed exhausted, not from physical effort, but from emotional weight. Carrying unresolved stress. Suppressing frustration. Pushing through a life that doesn't feel aligned. That person closes their eyes, but their system stays alert. The body enters sleep, but the mind and nervous system remain partially activated, constantly scanning, processing, holding tension. When morning comes, the body wakes up exactly where it left off, depleted. This is why so many people say, "I slept, but I don't feel rested." Because rest isn't about unconsciousness. It's about release, and release requires safety. Stillness. A sense of internal permission to let go. If your energy is constantly leaking during the day, through overstimulation, emotional suppression, forced productivity, or environments that drain you, no amount of sleep will fully compensate for that. Here's an example that hits close to home for many people. Think about a time when you were deeply unhappy with something in your life, but still functioning. You went to work. You smiled. You handled responsibilities. On the outside, everything looked normal. On the inside, you were tense all the time. During that period, did you ever truly wake up refreshed? Probably not. Because a large part of your energy was being used just to hold it together. That constant internal effort is exhausting, and most people don't even realize they're doing it. If this resonates with you so far, pause for a moment. You're not lazy. You're not broken. And you're not failing at rest. Your system may simply be overloaded in ways sleep alone can't fix. If this perspective already feels different from what you've heard before, this is a good moment to support the channel. Subscribe and leave a like. It helps this message reach people who may be blaming themselves for something that was never their fault. What we're really talking about is energetic debt. Every day you operate out of alignment, suppress emotion, ignore inner signals, or push through exhaustion without recovery. That debt accumulates. And eventually, your mornings begin to reflect it. In the next part, we'll explore where this energy is actually being lost, often without you realizing it, and why modern life quietly drains people even when they do everything right. One of the biggest reasons people wake up exhausted is that their energy isn't being restored at night, it's being drained all day long. And what makes this especially dangerous is that most of these drains feel normal. They don't look dramatic. They look like responsibility. Like ambition. Like just life. Energy loss rarely comes from one big problem. It comes from dozens of small, silent leaks. Consider how often your attention is fragmented. You wake up and immediately reach for your phone. Messages, news, notifications, other people's emotions, other people's urgency. Before your body even fully wakes up, your energy is already being pulled outward. Throughout the day, you jump between tasks, conversations, screens, expectations. Your mind never fully completes a cycle, it's constantly interrupted. This creates a low-level stress response that stays active for hours. That response is subtle, but expensive. Your nervous system was not designed to stay semi-alert all day and then instantly shut down at night. When it does, sleep becomes shallow. You may fall asleep quickly, but the body doesn't fully enter restorative states. You wake up technically rested, but energetically empty. Another major drain is emotional suppression. Not emotional expression, suppression. When you constantly swallow frustration, hold back resentment, fake enthusiasm, or silence your own needs to avoid conflict, your energy pays the price. Every unspoken truth requires effort to contain. That effort adds up. There's a clear pattern here. People who say, "I'm fine," too often are usually the ones who wake up the most tired. And then there's misalignment, one of the most underestimated causes of exhaustion. When your daily life doesn't match your internal values, your system stays tense. You might not consciously hate what you're doing. You might even be grateful. But deep down, something feels off. That feeling creates resistance. And resistance burns energy faster than effort. Think about the difference between waking up to something you care about versus something you tolerate. Even with less sleep, one feels lighter. The other feels heavy no matter how much you rest. That's not motivation, that's alignment. There's also the issue of overstimulation before sleep. Bright screens, intense content, late-night conversations, unresolved mental loops. Many people go to bed physically tired but mentally overstimulated. So the body lies down, but the energy stays scattered. You don't recharge scattered energy, you just pause it, and when morning comes, that scattered state becomes exhaustion. This explains why weekends don't always fix the problem. You sleep more, but feel the same. Because the source of depletion hasn't changed. Energy doesn't respond to quantity alone. It responds to quality. Here's something important: energy restores when the system feels safe. Safe from urgency. Safe from performance. Safe from emotional threat. If your life feels like a constant demand, your body treats rest as incomplete. If you're starting to see yourself in this, pause again. None of this means something is wrong with you. It means your system has been adapting, and now it needs a different kind of care. If this explanation is helping you understand your exhaustion in a new way, take a second to like the video and subscribe. That simple action helps this content continue and reach people who are quietly struggling with the same thing. In the final part, we'll talk about what actually restores energy, not in theory, but in real, practical ways that fit into normal life. Ways that don't require extreme routines or perfect habits, but realignment. Restoring your energy doesn't require turning your life upside down. It doesn't demand extreme morning routines, rigid schedules, or becoming someone else entirely. In fact, most people lose energy precisely because they're trying too hard to optimize everything instead of listening to what their system actually needs. Real restoration begins with subtraction, not addition. The first shift is learning to close energetic loops. Every unfinished thought, unresolved emotion, or postponed decision keeps your system slightly open, slightly tense. You don't need to solve your entire life before bed, but you do need to signal to your nervous system that it's allowed to rest. Something as simple as writing down what's weighing on your mind before sleep can create that signal. Not to fix it, just to acknowledge it. Awareness closes loops. Suppression keeps them open. Another powerful restoration point is how you transition between states. Most people move from full stimulation straight into bed. Screens, lights, intense content, then suddenly silence. The body doesn't trust that shift. It needs a bridge. 10 or 15 minutes of low stimulation before sleep, dim lighting, calm music, slow breathing, even sitting in quiet, tells your system that it's safe to power down. Sleep that follows this kind of transition is deeper, even if it's shorter. Then there's the question no one wants to ask: where am I betraying myself daily? Energy loss often comes from ignoring small inner signals. Saying yes when you feel no. Staying when something feels complete. Pushing past limits you pretend not to have. Each small betrayal costs energy. Each act of honesty restores it. This is why people who begin setting boundaries often feel more energetic within days, even if their schedule hasn't changed. Boundaries conserve energy. They reduce internal resistance. They allow rest to actually work. Morning energy also depends on how you wake, not just how you sleep. Grabbing your phone immediately pulls your attention outward before your system has fully rebooted. Even a few minutes of stillness in the morning, noticing your breath, your body, your emotional state, helps gather energy instead of scattering it. You don't need to meditate for an hour. You just need to arrive in your body before arriving in the world, and perhaps the most important restoration practice of all, alignment. This doesn't mean quitting everything tomorrow. It means being honest about what drains you and what feeds you. Energy flows toward meaning. If your days are filled only with obligation and none with purpose, exhaustion becomes chronic. Adding even small moments of meaning, creativity, movement, connection, truth, changes how your system responds to life. Here's the quiet truth: when energy is restored, mornings feel different. Not euphoric. Clear. Steady. You wake up with a sense of capacity. Not excitement, presence. And that's how you know something has shifted. If this video helped you see your exhaustion from a new angle, this is the third and final moment I'll ask: subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It directly supports content that looks beneath the surface and helps people reconnect with themselves instead of blaming themselves. So the next time you wake up tired, don't immediately assume you failed at rest. Ask a better question: what is my energy trying to tell me? Because exhaustion is not a flaw. It's information. And when you listen to it instead of fighting it, restoration stops being a struggle and starts becoming natural. You didn't wake up tired because you slept wrong. You woke up tired because your energy has been asking for something your life hasn't been giving it yet, and now you know how to listen.